Hi, welcome back to Chi Living. Got another full class for you today. This class has got a lot of stuff in for your upper body, not just strengthening, but mobilising and opening up the shoulders and the lower back as well. So I hope you enjoy it. If you'd like to join me down on the mat, we'll make a start.
Extend your arms out to the sides and bring the soles of your feet up towards your buttocks. Knees and ankles together. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees to the left. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the right. And inhale back to the centre. Bring your arms alongside your body and take your ankles out to hip width apart. Push down into the ground with the soles of your feet and push your hips up. Come into bridge. And lower your hips down. Bring your knees up and hug your knees into your chest. And extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes, straighten your legs. And pull back on both legs. Ease the tension off. Relax your ankles, allow your knees to bend and bring the soles of the feet down to the ground again. Draw them up towards your buttocks. Arms alongside your body. And push back up to bridge. And then allow your hips down. And pull your knees back up to your chest once more. Release the grip on your knees, let your feet come down to the ground. Turn over onto your side. Push up onto your hands and knees. Allow your belly to sink down, raise your chin up. Come into cow. And then push down into the ground with the palms of your hands. Bring your chin in, arch your back, come into cow. And lower your back down. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch forward with your hands. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands back in underneath your shoulders. And raise your right leg up, point the toes out behind you. And then keeping the leg straight, bring the foot down to the ground onto the ball of the foot and raise your left hand up. Lower your left hand down. Bend the knee on the right leg and push the heel up to tiger. And lower your knee down. Raise the left leg, point the toes. Stretch out behind you. And lower the left leg down, coming onto the ball of the foot. Raise the right hand up. And lower your right hand down. Bend the left leg and push the heel up. Come into tiger. And then lower the left knee down. Sit back onto your heels and stretch out in front. And bring your chest forward. Let your hips sink down to cobra. And raise your hips up. Walk your hands in. Come on to the balls of your feet. And come up to standing. And come up to the front of your mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Come up onto the tips of your fingers. Straighten your back and look to the ground in front of you. And relax your back. Let your chest come in towards your thighs. Take a step back on your right foot, coming onto the ball of the foot. Push down into the ground with your left foot. Raise your hands up. Come into high lunge. And lower your arms down to the sides. And then rotate your chest round to the left. Keeping your upper body nice and straight if you can. Nice and upright. And then if your balance allows you to do this, if you need to, you can put a hand down, but if you can, just keep your arms outstretched and lower the right hand down and raise the left hand up. Push down into the ground with your left foot. So you're raising your body back up. And then we're going to rotate all the way round. Going to face the long side, the opposite long side of the mat. Put your heel down. So we're in warrior 2. Lower your right hand down onto the thigh, left hand palm up, and reach back to reverse warrior. Start to bring your left arm forward and down. Bring your right hand up. A big sweeping movement. Bring both hands down to the ground. Right foot onto the ball of the foot. And step back with your left foot. Come into downward facing dog. Bring your chest forward to plank. And slowly lower down to the mat. Put your feet onto the insteps. And push up to cobra. Come back onto the balls of the feet. And raise your hips up. Back to downward facing dog. Raise the right leg up. And then as you lower your right leg down, bend the knee and step off the mat to the left. Coming on to the right hand and raise your left hand up. Lower your left down and raise the right leg back up. Is it that stuff you've put on?
Pardon?
Is it that spray? And then lower your right leg down, step up to the front of the mat. And step up with your left foot. Come into forward fold. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Take a side bend to the right. And back to the centre. And over to the left. And back to the centre. Let go of your fingers, bring the palms together. And lower them down to the heart. Take your weight over onto your right foot. Turn the left knee out to the side. And bring it to the calf or the inside of the thigh. And then if you can, keeping the left foot up. If you need to touch it down, that's fine. If you can, keep the left foot up. Take the foot away from the inside of the leg. Hinge forward. Raising the left leg up. Coming to warrior 3. Lower your left leg down. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Step back on the left leg, onto the ball of the foot, and push down with your right foot, raising your hands up to high lunge. Lower your arms down to shoulder height. Rotate your body round to the right. And lower your left hand down. Raise your right hand up. Now push down into the ground with the right foot to bring your body back up. And then turn through 180 degrees. Put your heel down. Come into warrior 2. Lower your left hand down, right hand palm up, and reach up, reach back to reverse warrior. And start to bring your right hand down, bring the left hand all the way over, turning your chest down to the mat, coming onto the ball of your left foot in runner's lunge. And step back with the right foot. Pushing your hips up. Come into downward facing dog. And bring your chest forward to plank. And slowly lower down to the mat. Feet onto the insteps. And push up to cobra. Take your feet back onto the balls of the feet. And push up to downward facing dog. And raise your left leg up. And then lower down. Bend your knee. Step off the mat to the right. Take your weight onto your left hand. Raise your right up. And then lower your right down. Raise your left leg up again. Lower the left leg down, and as you do, step up to the front of the mat. And then step up with your right foot. Go into forward fold. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace the fingers. And take a side bend to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And come back to the centre. Release the grip on your fingers. Bring the palms together. Lower down to the heart. Take your weight over onto the left foot. Turn your right knee out. Bringing it either to the calf or to the inside of the thigh. Oops, I'm having trouble tonight. And then if you can, keeping the right foot up. Take the right leg back. Hinge forward to warrior three. And bring your right foot down. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot. And then on your right foot, push up to downward facing dog. Step up to the front of your mat with the right foot. And turn your left foot down onto the heel. Keeping your chest close into your thigh if you can. Start to straighten the right leg. If you've got your right hand down on the mat, draw it back behind your calf. Come on to the tips of the fingers. If you're resting on your right leg, just keep your right hand where it is. And raise your left hand up. Opening up the chest. Into triangle. And then lower your left hand back down. Allow your right knee to bend. And come on to the ball of the left foot. Step back with your right. So we're in downward facing dog again. Step up with the left foot to the front of the mat. And turn your right foot down onto the heel. Keeping your chest in towards your thigh, straighten your left leg. And then again, keeping the left hand down wherever that is for you. If it's on your calf or your shin, or if you can, keep it down on the mat just behind the left calf. Raise your right hand up. Come into triangle. And lower your right hand down. Bend the left leg. Right foot onto the ball of the foot. Step back with your left foot. Coming back to downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch out in front with your fingers. Bring your chest forward. Draw your hands back in underneath your shoulders. And raise the right hand up. And then lower down. Bringing the back of the hand to the mat. Thread through and let your shoulder come down to the ground. Push your left hand down. Bring your right hand through and back to the mat. And raise your left hand up. And then lower back down. Back of the hand to the mat. And thread through, bringing your left shoulder down. And push up with your right hand. And your shoulders, your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees and your ankles together. And lean your hips over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre. Keeping your toes together. Take your knees out to the edges of the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Let your chest and your shoulders come down. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands in. Bring your knees in. And come to seated. Take your left hand over onto your right knee, right hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. And relax, come forward. Take your right hand over onto the left knee, left hand behind the back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And relax to come forward. Take your right hand to the mat, out to the side if you can. If you need to keep it closer into your hip, that's fine, but if you can, reach out to the right side, bring your left hand palm up. Take an inhale, raise your arm up, and as you exhale, take your hand over to the right, bringing your right forearm down to the ground if you can. And reach up with the left hand. As you do, push up with the right. Bring your left hand down to the side. Right hand palm up. Take an inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, reach over, letting your left forearm come down if you can. Then reach up with the right hand, push up with the left. And lower your right hand down to the ground at the side of your hip. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, lower down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And push your hands away from the bottom of your back. Squeezing your shoulder blades in. And then relax the hands down to the bottom of the back. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Swap the cross of your legs over. Hands back to the sides. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down. And take your feet out in front. And bring your backs down onto the mat. And bring your knees up towards your chest. Hug them into the chest. Gently rock from side to side on the bottom of your back. Relax back to the centre. Extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes, straighten your legs. And keeping your legs as straight as you can. Pull the toes back, push the heels up. And then point the toes again. And pull back on both legs. Ease the tension off. Relax the ankles. Allow the knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. And extend your arms out to the sides. And cross your right leg over the top of your left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the right. To the left, sorry. To the left. Thank you. Inhale back to the centre. Let the right foot come down to the mat. Cross the left leg over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Take the left foot, place it at the side of the right. And relax the knees out to the sides, bringing the soles of the feet together. And then extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart and relax the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a comfortable position, whether that's still outstretched or closer into the sides of your body. And take your awareness now up to the crown of your head. And scan down through your head and face. Relaxing the muscles in the face and in the jaw. Relax the muscles in the neck. And relax the shoulders. Relax the upper arms. the elbow joints, relax the forearms and the wrist joints. Relax the hands and the thumbs. And the fingers. Bring your awareness into your upper body now. And relax the chest and the rib cage. Relax the muscles across the top of the back. And the muscles running down the sides of the spine. Relax the muscles in the bottom of the back. And the muscles around the sides of the body. And relax the stomach muscles. Relax the pelvis and the hips. And relax the muscles in the buttocks. Relax the hamstrings running down the back of the legs. And relax the muscles at the front of the thighs. Relax the knee joints and the calf muscles. And relax the ankle joints. And finally relax the feet. And relax the toes. Become aware of your breathing now. And follow the breath as it comes in and goes out. And bring your focus in now, so you're just focusing on one breath at a time. And follow that breath from the start of the inhale as it turns into an exhale. And that short pause there at the bottom before you start your next inhale. Turns into an exhale. And a short pause. And just following one breath at a time. Nothing more than that. So if your mind does wander off, it's not a problem. You can just come back and start again on the next breath, because all we're doing is one breath at a time. And release the focus from your breathing now. Bring your awareness into the physical sensations in your body. Notice the feelings in the muscles and the joints. Sensations in the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. And the parts of your body that are moving as the breath comes in and goes out. And then let's start to bring some movement back into the body now. So move your hands and feet, and your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. And your arms and shoulders. And your head and neck. And when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Just staying here just for a moment. Staying with that feeling of relaxation in your body. And staying with that sense of stillness in your mind. And take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope that was okay for you. I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye for now.